Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
One of the central storylines in recent sister-wife seasons has been the ongoing disputes surrounding the Kody Pass property, a sprawling estate that the Browns purchased years ago as their polygamous compound dream. Initially, the land was meant to symbolize the unity and shared future of Kody and his multiple wives. However, what started as a symbol of togetherness turned into a source of contention. Following the departure of Christine Brown from the marriage and the growing friction among the wives, the property's ownership shares became a major point of conflict. With the Brown women, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, reclaiming their portions or selling their stakes, and Kody's increasing financial burden to maintain the property and support multiple households, rumors of financial trouble began circulating. Kody's financial decline. Despite his attempts to maintain the household and family image, Kody Brown's financial stability has reportedly been on a decline. Several sources close to the family suggest that Kody is facing potential bankruptcy due to debts accrued for mortgages, legal fees, and ongoing costs related to his plural family lifestyle. The prospect of bankruptcy for Kody not only threatens his personal finances but also jeopardizes the legacy and stability of the entire Brown family. It is in this precarious financial position that Meri and Janelle have made a surprising offer to help him out of bankruptcy, but only if he divorces Robyn. Meri and Janelle's controversial proposal. The offer explained. According to insiders and fan speculation, Meri and Janelle have offered to provide financial assistance or negotiate terms that could prevent Kody from going bankrupt. This may involve buying out some of his shares, restructuring debts related to the Kody Pass land, or pooling resources to manage the family estate more sustainably. However, the condition tied to their assistance is explosive: Kody must legally divorce Robyn. Why the divorce condition? This condition shocks many because Robyn has long been seen as Kody's favored wife in recent years. She is the youngest, the last to marry Kody, and the one with whom he has sought to establish a monogamous relationship, effectively sidelining his other wives. Meri and Janelle's insistence on Kody divorcing Robyn could stem from multiple motives. Restoring the old family order, Meri and Janelle may see Robyn as the disruptor of the family dynamic. Removing Robyn would mean reverting to a Brown family structure without the youngest wife, potentially restoring their own influence. Financial motivations. Robyn's presence and the resources directed toward her household may be viewed as draining family finances. Removing Robyn could ease the financial load. Emotional retribution. Given the long history of jealousy, rivalry, and hurt feelings between Robyn and the other wives, Meri and Janelle might be seeking to assert power or settle scores. Legal and ownership issues. Robyn might have claims or rights to property, income, or family assets. A divorce could simplify dividing property or finances. The history of Robyn's role in the family. Robyn Brown's arrival into the Brown family changed the dynamic forever. As the fourth wife, her relationship with Kody quickly grew more prominent, often at the expense of the other wives' screen time and influence. Robyn as the favorite. Many fans have noted how Kody's attention and affection have increasingly centered on Robyn, causing tensions with Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Robyn's position has often been viewed as secure and privileged, and her outspoken nature has made her a controversial figure. Conflicts with other wives. Robyn's relationship with the other wives is fraught with jealousy and mistrust. Meri and Janelle, in particular, have publicly clashed with her, both on the show and on social media. These conflicts have escalated over the years, making Robyn something of a lightning rod for blame when the family is in crisis. The emotional and psychological stakes. This offer to help Kody out of bankruptcy, but only if he divorces Robyn, is not just a financial matter, it's deeply emotional. Impact on Kody. For Kody, this is a crossroads. On the one hand, he faces financial ruin without assistance. On the other, divorcing Robyn would mean breaking his current marital and emotional bond, which seems stronger than with his other wives. Kody's decisions here will reveal where his true loyalties lie and could redefine the family's future. Impact on Robyn. Robyn stands to lose everything if Kody agrees to the condition. Divorce would be a public and painful rejection and could jeopardize her financial and social position. Her response and the fallout from this demand will be closely watched by fans. Impact on Meri and Janelle. Meri and Janelle's offer can be seen as a power move. It places them in control of Kody's fate and asserts their importance in the family hierarchy. However, it risks alienating Robyn permanently and could escalate family drama. Fan and public reactions. The sister-wives fanbase is passionate and vocal. News of this potential deal has sparked widespread debate. Support for Meri and Janelle. Some fans sympathize with Meri and Janelle, viewing Robyn as a divisive figure who has disrupted the family peace. They see the offer as an attempt to restore fairness and financial sanity. Sympathy for Robyn. Others feel Robyn is being unfairly targeted and that Kody should not be pressured into divorcing her for financial reasons. They emphasize Robyn's right to fight for her marriage and family. Concerns about Kody. Many fans are disappointed with Kody's handling of family finances and relationships. They wonder if he can truly lead his family through this crisis or if his indecisiveness will cause irreparable damage. Potential outcomes and future implications. Scenario 1: Kody divorces Robyn. If Kody accepts the offer, the family dynamic will change drastically. Robyn's departure could cause backlash but might restore some balance among the other wives. Kody's finances may stabilize, but emotional scars would remain. Scenario 2: Kody rejects the offer. Refusing the deal means Kody could face bankruptcy but remain married to Robyn. This could cause Meri and Janelle to distance themselves further or escalate conflicts. Scenario 3: Negotiated compromise. There might be a middle ground. Kody can negotiate terms that allow financial help without divorce, or involve mediation to resolve the family's financial woes. Conclusion. The Brown family's drama has always been complex, emotional, and highly publicized. Meri and Janelle's offer to save Kody from bankruptcy, only if he divorces Robyn, is yet another dramatic chapter in this ongoing saga. This ultimatum highlights the fractured nature of the family, the financial pressures they face, and the shifting power dynamics among the wives. Whatever happens next will have profound effects not only on their finances but on the very fabric of the Brown family. A cast member provides an update on the cancer diagnosis of her husband. Sister Wives has been running for nearly 2 decades. Numerous people have joined the show as castmates over the years. We've seen numerous cameos from close friends and family, but not all of the characters pay rent in our heads. However, a fellow cast member recently experienced a tragedy while discussing the cancer diagnosis of her husband. In 2021, Janelle Brown battled skin cancer. However, this time, it is not about her. It concerns Jen Sullivan and her spouse. Jen, Meri's best friend and a regular on the show, has been close to Meri for a long time, especially since Meri got divorced. Meri and Jen recently participated in their weekly Fridays with Friends live session when they went live on Instagram. Since Meri's mother passed away, Jen has been in charge of Meri's heritage in Parawan. She discussed the cancer diagnosis given to her husband Sean during the session. He was given the sarcoma diagnosis by doctors, and he has had surgery and radiation. Jen Sullivan explains why she hid her husband's cancer in Sister Wives. Meri Brown's best friend and Sister Wives castmate Jen Sullivan recently discussed Sean's diagnosis of rare and aggressive sarcoma on Instagram. She revealed that in February 2025, just prior to the couple's 19th wedding anniversary, doctors discovered the cancer. On that day, just before Sean began radiation treatment and underwent 2 surgeries, Jen uploaded a picture of the two of them smiling. To ensure a stress-free conclusion to the school year, they made the decision to conceal the diagnosis from their children. The kids helped the family maintain their optimism once they were informed. Jen stated that they needed time to process things privately and thanked everyone for their kindness, prayers, and support. Jen uses her platform to raise awareness of sarcoma and openly share Sean's journey as he slowly recovers. Sister Wives, Jen provided specifics regarding the cancer prognosis of her husband. Jen went into great detail about Sean's cancer diagnosis on Instagram. She revealed that July is Sarcoma Awareness Month and plans to educate the public about it. Jen explained that initially, her husband thought the cancer spot was actually a bug bite. He scratched at it and even thought about slapping his calf because he thought a mosquito was bothering him. When they went to the doctor, they thought the lump was either a cyst or a lipoma because it kept getting bigger over time. They decided to remove the lump surgically and conduct a biopsy when it continued to grow after some time. At that point, they realized it was a sarcoma rather than a cyst. Her husband began his radiation treatment shortly thereafter. He was initially misdiagnosed as having angiosarcoma by doctors. Actually, it was myxoid liposarcoma. Sadly, the bump started to spread, and the doctors had to keep a close eye on him. Even the doctors missed a lump growing just behind the radiation area, making the journey difficult. They therefore carried out yet another surgery. They were supported by family and fans all the way through the journey, and the couple even kept their children from knowing about Sean's condition. They wanted their children to have a stress-free end to the school year. Meri helped her friend through this trying time, and Sean is now getting better slowly. He had to wait to walk at first, but he is now back on his feet. Jen Sullivan is more than just a familiar face on Sister Wives. As Meri Brown's closest confidant and longtime best friend, Jen has woven herself into the fabric of the show's narrative. She gained increased visibility managing Meri's heritage in Parowan, Utah, after the passing of Meri's mother. Through these connections, Jen's life has been closely tied to the Brown family's ongoing saga. Although Jen has mostly been seen in a supportive role, recent events have thrust her own family into the spotlight. Her husband Sean's diagnosis with sarcoma, a rare form of cancer, has prompted Jen to break her silence and openly share the painful realities of their journey. The shocking diagnosis, from bug bite to cancer. In February 2025, just weeks before celebrating their 19th wedding anniversary, Jen and Sean's lives took a terrifying turn. Sean noticed a small bump on his calf which he initially believed was a simple bug bite. According to Jen, Sean would often scratch the area, thinking a mosquito or some insect was bothering him. At one point, he even recalled slapping his calf to get rid of the irritation. As time went on, the bump didn't go away, instead, it grew steadily. Concerned, the couple sought medical advice. Doctors initially diagnosed it as a cyst or lipoma, both benign conditions that typically require minimal intervention. However, as the lump continued to enlarge, Sean underwent surgical removal of the growth and a biopsy to determine its nature. The biopsy results shattered their sense of security. It wasn't a harmless cyst but sarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer affecting connective tissues like fat, muscle, nerves, and blood vessels. More specifically, Sean was first diagnosed with angiosarcoma, but further testing clarified it was myxoid liposarcoma. Understanding sarcoma, the rare cancer that changed their lives. Sarcoma is a rare cancer that often goes undetected or misdiagnosed because of its ambiguous symptoms and rarity. It accounts for only about 1% of adult cancers, which means many doctors have limited experience with it, complicating diagnosis and treatment. There are many subtypes of sarcoma, but myxoid liposarcoma, the type Sean was diagnosed with, is characterized by cancerous tumors developing in the fat cells. This type can be particularly aggressive, with a tendency to spread locally and to other parts of the body. The rarity and complexity of sarcoma contributed to delays in diagnosis and some missteps during Sean's treatment. Doctors initially misclassified the cancer type and missed a lump growing behind the area treated with radiation, necessitating further surgery. The treatment journey: surgery, radiation, and recovery. Following the diagnosis, Sean immediately began treatment, including surgery and radiation therapy. Surgery aimed to remove the tumor, but radiation was necessary to target any residual cancer cells and prevent recurrence. Despite aggressive treatment, the cancer's nature meant Sean's journey was fraught with uncertainty. After radiation, doctors discovered another lump near the treated site, leading to additional surgery to ensure no cancer was left behind. Throughout this period, Sean's physical health took a hit. Initially unable to walk due to surgery and treatment side effects, he has gradually regained strength and mobility, a sign of hope amid their struggle. Jen and Sean's fight against cancer reflects the grueling physical and emotional toll such a diagnosis imposes on patients and their families. Keeping it private, why Jen and Sean hid the diagnosis from their children. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of Jen's update was the revelation that she and Sean chose to keep the cancer diagnosis secret from their children initially. The couple's motivation was clear: to protect their kids from the emotional burden during the critical last weeks.